Hello guys, once again you are welcome to Strides, and here we are with the fifth part of the topic adjective, and it is the last video on adjectives in which we are going to learn the correct usage of some adjectives. Now some adjectives are very confusing ones, like each, every, much, more, many, a many. So where they are correct, when they are used correctly, then only we can say that grammatically we are correct. Okay, so here we are going to use the correct going to learn the correct usage of these, grammatically the correct usage of these adjectives. Okay, before starting with the topic, I would just like to say that those who are new to the this channel, then please do not forget to subscribe for the channel, and the links for our previous video are given in the description box, so do go through it. Okay, so let's start with the topic. First we are going through each and every. Now where is each used? Whenever we are speaking of a group which is limited in number, it is not a big group and it is limited in number, and we are known to each and every member of the group, there we are using each, and we want to know something, or we are telling something about each member of the group, then there we are using each. For example, each child was given a chocolate. So it is a group of limited children. Maybe it is a class or it is a school, so where we are distributing the chocolate, so each child was given a chocolate, so there we are pointing on the each and every child, and the number is also definite there, so there we use each. Moreover, each of the two girls is intelligent. Now here each of the two girls, that means two girls are only there, so the group is limited to two only. So here we are talking about the limited group, and talking about the particularly everyone in the group, that means each member in the group. So here we are using each. Each child was given a chocolate, and each of the two girls is intelligent. Each of the two boys played cricket well. Each of the two boys completed their work. Okay, each of the member liked the food. So like here we are talking about particularly every member in the group. Okay, next, where is every used? While speaking of more than two things, and when the group is indefinite, that means a group is very large, it is not possible for us to count each and every member. In that case we are using the word every. Okay, example, every seat in the theater had been booked. So there are large number of seats in the theater, and every seat was booked. So we are not talking about particular seat, but we are telling in general that every seat was booked. There we are using every. Moreover, next example is every citizen should be loyal to the nation. Now the citizens in the country is a big number. Okay, so here we are talking about that they should be loyal to the nation. Now they should be loyal, that means we are not pointing on any particular citizen. Okay, so here we are using every. Okay, so every is used where the group is large and we are not particularly pointing out any one, and the group is indefinite, that means there are not fixed number of people there. And each is used when the group is limited, there is a small group and we are just pointing on each and every member in the group. Okay, next is some and any. Now some is used to express the quantity or degree in affirmative sense, that means in it is a positive word. Okay, so in positive sense we use some, and when we use any, then it is generally used in the interrogative sense or in the negative sense. That means when we want to convey the something which is negative, I don't have any money today. Okay, so I don't have some money today, we can't say, because it some is going positively and we want to speak something negatively. So some is used in the affirmative sense. Can you lend me some money? Do you have some food to eat? So I am asking something positively, so there what is used? Some. Okay, and when we are interrogating about something and it is in the negative sense, the sentence is also in the negative sense, there we use any. Example, there are some girls in the class, means positively we are saying if there were no girls in the class, then we may say there there are not any, there is not any girl in the class. Okay, there is not any girl in the class. Okay, so there we are using it negatively. Here we are saying positively that there are some girls in the class. Will you please lend me some money? So I am asking positively that will you lend me some money? So here we are using some. Next, any is used in the negative sense. Sam has not read any novel. Okay, I don't have any money. So when we are using in the negative sense, there any is used. Moreover, when we are using in the interrogative sense, we are asking for something, in that case also any is used. Is there any water in the bucket? That means we are a bit sure about the thing, or we know that there is little or almost no water in the bucket. So that is why we are asking that is there any water in the bucket. Okay, is there any penny left? That means kuch if some amount is left with you, then for there we are using any. Okay, next, so some is used in the affirmative sense and any is used in the negative sense. Okay, next all or whole. Now where is all? Now all also gives the sense of being complete, the complete quantity, and whole also gives the same meaning when we are talking about. Now what is there is very minute difference in these two. All stands for the entire number or quantity. When we are using all, we are using the entire number or quantity, and when we are using whole, then it is for the entire thing. Okay, so what we conclude here, that all is used for countable nouns and whole is used for uncountable noun, though both gives a feeling of completeness, that means the entire quantity. Okay, but here whole is for uncountable and all is for countable. Moreover, the article the is used after all, and when we use whole, then the article the is used before whole. Okay, so the whole and all the. Okay, like this it goes. So the is used after all, and the is you when we are using whole, the is used before whole. Okay, now let us see examples. All the boys are present today. So boys are countable. There are certain number of boys. Okay, so here we are saying all the boys are present today. Okay, so it is countable, so all is used, and moreover just see that the is used after all. Next is she ate all the toffees. Now toffees are countable, and we are saying the entire quantity is being eaten up by her. So here all is again used and it is countable, that is why it is used, and the is used after all. Next thing, whole. Whole denotes complete or entire thing, that I already said. At article the is used before it, that also I said. The whole we use, it is used for uncountable noun. Example, she sold the whole milk. Now milk is not countable. Okay, we can measure it but we can't count it. So she sold the whole milk. The whole, the is used before whole. Okay, the whole colony was underwater. The whole colony. So colony is not countable. We can say the entire region. Okay, so there the word whole is used and the is used before whole. He drank the whole jug of water. So the water here is not countable. Okay, so the whole water she drank. So we are using whole here and the is used before whole. Okay, so like this it goes. All is used for countable noun and the whole is used for uncountable. Next, the comes after all and before whole. Okay, next is little, a little and the little. Three of them have a very little difference, but all of them are used in different sense. The sense is quite different. Now let's see where they are used. Little is used when the quantity spoken is hardly any or not much. That means in the negative sense it is used, that when we want to say that there is hardly any chance for it. Okay, so in that case we use little. Example, there is little hope of his recovery. That means little means almost we can say there is no hope of his recovery, but we do not want to say in the negative sense, so we use little. There is little hope of his recovery. That means it is very less and almost near to no. Okay, there is little chance of getting the money back. That means we have given we have lended money to someone, but now we hope, we think that that person is not going to return the money to us. So instead of saying in the negative sense, we say there is little chance of getting the money back. That means there is almost no chance of getting the money back. Okay, so it is used, we are not using the negative sentence here, but we are using little in the negative sense. So when the word little is used alone, it is most probably in the negative sense. Next is a little. A little is used when the quantity spoken is some but not much. Now a little here means some quantity. Okay, it is not a large quantity, it is not more quantity, it is a little bit quantity. Okay, in that case we can use little. She gave me a little food. Okay, there is a little hope of his recovery. Now when there was no hope of recovery, almost no, we said there is little hope of his recovery. Now there is some hope positively, then we say there is a little hope of his recovery. Now these two sentences are most probably similar, only there is difference of but it makes a lot of difference in sense. The first sentence was almost going in the negative part, and the second sentence is giving a positive hope. Okay, so a little gives a positive sense, and only little, when it is used, it gives a negative sense. Next is the little. Now the little stands for a very little amount, something which is with us in a very little amount, but the whole quantity we are talking about. There we use the little, means the quantity that I am having, it is little, but I am talking about that whole quantity. Okay, the little money that I had is now finished. Okay, little amount that I was having, that is also exhausted, that is also finished. So here we are telling about the complete quantity. Okay, less but complete quantity. Okay, let's see the examples. The little food that she gave me was not good. That means she served me a very little amount of food, and that was also not good. So here I'll use not a little, not little, but the little. The little food that she gave me was not good. The little hope that we had of his recovery was lost due to relapse. That means the person's whatever injury or whatever disease that person had relapsed. Okay, so the little hope that we had in the previous sentence, we said that there is a little hope of his recovery. So that little hope that we had has also lost. So whatever was the little quantity, whatever we had, was also lost. In that case we say, we use the little. Okay, so little is in negative sense, a little is in positive sense, and the little is in the sense that the whole quantity. Okay, the little amount that we had, and that also the whole we are talking about it, then we are using the little. Okay, now little word is used, one thing is common, that little is used for uncountable nouns. Just see the little hope, little chance, little food is not countable, little hope, little food, little hope. So all these are uncountable. So little is used in case of uncountable nouns only. Okay, now let us come to few, a few, the few. Now this is most probably similar to little, a little, and the little. The conditions for using these are the same, but the only difference is few is used in case of countable nouns and little is used in case of uncountable noun. But the sense of using them, few is used most probably where little is used, a few the same sense as a little, and the few the same sense as the little, but in case of countable nouns, and little was used in case of uncountable nouns. Now let us see the example. Few is used to express a quantity or degree in affirmative sense, as we use little in the affirmative sense. In the same way, here also few is used in the affirmative sense, express a quantity or degree in the sorry, in the negative sense. Here we are using in the negative sense. Okay, a few is used in the affirmative. When we want to say about in the negative sense, then in case of that we use the few. Okay, few children pass the entrance exam. That means almost no, one among thousands, one or two pass. So that means they were almost near to no. So few children pass the entrance exam. Few people can speak correct English. That means almost there are very less number of people who are speaking English. So they are giving the positive sense, but they are giving for a very less quantity of number. Okay, very less, which is almost near to no. From 1000 if I say 1, 2 or up to 5 also if I say that, then that means it is almost near to no. So we can say that it is used in the affirmative sense, but it is almost near to no. Okay, so here few is used. A few is used to express a quantity, that is some. Now similarly as we used in little, here also a few is used to express some quantity positively. Okay, so let's see the examples. She stayed here for a few days. So for a few days, that means for some days she stayed here. So it is a positive sense. Okay, so here we are using a few. Wait for a few seconds. Okay, wait for a few seconds, she may come now. Okay, so here we are using in positive sense. Meaning, the sense that is makes it makes is some. Okay, so a few is used to make a sense of some time, some amount, like that. Okay, the next is the few. The few is used to express the quantity which is not much, but all that is that there is, same as we used the little. That is not much quantity that we are talking about, but we are talking about the entire quantity. Okay, example, the few books that I have are very interesting. That means I am not having many books, I am having a few number of books only, but they are also very interesting. So we are just pointing on the books. They are definite things that we are talking about because they are very less in number. That is why we are using the few. The few books that I have are very interesting. That means I am not having large number of books, I am having only a few books, and that are also very interesting. So I am talking about all the books, the few number of books that I am having. Next is the few hospitals that we have in the town are not well equipped. That means we are having very less number of hospitals in our city, in our town, and they are also not well equipped. That means there is a lack of infrastructure, a lack of facilities there. So here we are pointing that the few hospitals, means not one or two, the few hospitals that there are in the city means all of them are not well equipped. Okay, so here the few, when we are using, we are talking about the entire quantity, and which is also very less. So few is used in affirmative sense, but for a very less amount. Okay, a few is used positively for some amount, and the few is used for the entire amount. Okay, next is much, many, many, a. Now much here again is used with the uncountable noun. It means a large quantity, but in case of uncountable noun we use much. In case of countable we use many. Let's see the examples. I have much work to do. So work is not countable. I am having a large amount of work to do, so it is not countable. So here we have written I have much work to do. Okay, similarly there is not much hope for astronomy. There is not much hope for astronomy. That means there is some hope but not much. Okay, so it is not in the large quantity. There is some hope in the field of astronomy. Next is many is used to show great number. It is used with countable noun. So it is used with many, much. If we work out on much, then much is used for work which is not countable. Again we are using for scope for astronomy, then it is not countable. But when we go for many, then it is used in case of countable noun. Again it is showing a great number. There also it was showing a great amount but not number. We can say it was uncountable, so great amount, but by here we can say it is showing great number. Many people went to greet him. So many people. So people are countable. Here we are using many. Many have registered their names. So many people have registered their names. Again we are using it for people that is uncountable. Sorry, countable. Okay. Many denotes several. Now many when we are using, then it denotes, it is a word used in place of several. Now for example, many a times I warned him. Okay. Now that means that several times that person is being warned by me. Okay. So here many denotes several number of times. Okay, again it is used for countable things. Now here we can't use many times I warned him, then that becomes incorrect. It will be many a times, means every time that I warned him I am mentioning that. Okay, so many a times I warned him, many a times I forget to do my home assignment. So here many denotes several times. We can also replace it by several times I warned him, several times I forget to do my homework and my home assignment. So here many stands for the number which is several. Okay, next. With this we complete the topic adjectives. So I hope with this topic you understood, you are clear with the adjectives completely, and the links of the previous topics are given in the description box. So do go through it, then only the whole topic will be clear to you. Again I remind you that do not forget to subscribe for the channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications of the further videos that are being uploaded. Thanks for watching.